Hello, friends. Welcome to Jesus Freaks. This comes from the book Jesus Freaks. You can order this on Amazon. Not too expensive. It's about the persecuted martyred church. It's all different true stories. We're going to go to, I forget the name of the book we're going to next, but we're going to keep along these tracks. We want to, for years and years to come, no matter how much time we have, we want to keep the persecuted martyred church in front of you, so we can keep these people in prayer and those that are going through really terrible times. But again, I always do the warning. This book is brutal. Some of the stuff in here is harsh and hard. If you have a sensitive spirit and can't listen to the harsh and hard, if you have to live in Philippians 4:9, which says meditate on things that are beautiful, of a lovely hold on, I might as well read it to you. If you are, I am of Philippians 4 verse 8 and 9. I love Philippians. Give Emmanuel praise. Philippians 4. If you're one of these people, don't feel bad. I'm one of these people too. But there's a fire inside of me about the persecuted church. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely. See, these stories in here aren't real lovely. They're hard. Whatever is admirable, if there's anything excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. And then at the very last part of the verse 9, and the God of peace will be with you. So again, some of us are more sensitive, and again, especially children. So I put these videos out always with a warning, because some of this stuff is tough, and I don't want to hurt you at all, even by accident. So if you're a Philippians 4:8-9 guy, and I am, and I can't deal with some, like the human trafficking thing, I can't even hardly think about it without literally losing my mind. So if this book is too hard and you can't watch these videos, no, don't be condemned about it. That's why I give the warning, because I do a lot of different videos, and if you just can't deal with these, that's okay. No condemnation in Christ Jesus, Romans 8:1. So let's just jump in here. You've got the warning, so let's just jump in here. This is Crazy for Jesus. This is Yun, 16-year-old, mainland China, the 1950s. There is a book that tells how to get to heaven. Yes, Yun, I have seen it with my own eyes, answered the old man. Where is the book? Asked Yun. I must see it for myself. It is far away, over 35 miles, the old man said sadly. It is too far to walk, and you have no bicycle. I will go, replied Yun. This young man walked the 35 miles and met with the owner of the Bible. Now, isn't this amazing? He had to walk 35 miles to read a Bible. A lot of people have 10 Bibles in their house and never read them. I'm not condemning, but it's like, that shows the spiritual hunger here. Eventually, he was able to get a Bible of his own. Yun then joined with another Christian, and together they went from village to village telling about Jesus. And this was illegal. As this was illegal, the police would often come to stop them. Yun came up with a way around this problem. He had read in 1 Samuel 21:13 that David once pretended to be crazy to escape from his enemies. Oh my gosh, you ever read that in 1 Samuel 21:13, where David pretended he was in the Moabite, I think he's in Moab, and he was afraid the king was going to kill him because he knew who he was, and he started letting saliva run down his beard. He made marks on the door, kind of thing. So this kid is going to copy this. Oh, this is too good. 1 Samuel 21:13, that David once pretended to be crazy, escaped from his enemies. When the police came, I'm loving this one. When the police came, Yun did the same thing. He followed a biblical example. Nothing wrong with that. Yun did the same thing. He made a spectacle of himself. The police laughed at him and let him go. This is not a bad idea. I'm really getting inspired by this. They let him go. After they were gone, he would become serious again and continue to speak to the people about salvation. What a great strategy. They come to kill you. You go, oh, that guy's crazy. I heard about this guy talking about Jesus. Oh, who understands what he's saying anyway? He's nuts. Wow. I didn't know anybody had ever followed that, except this is too cool. I'm going to read the whole little paragraph again. Yun came up with a way around this problem. He had read in 1 Samuel 21:13 that David once pretended to be crazy to escape from his enemies. When the police came, Yun did the same thing. He made a spectacle of himself. The police laughed at him and let him go. After they were gone, he would become serious again and continue to speak to the people about salvation. Before long, however, Yun was cruelly beaten and put in prison for his faith. So it only lasted a while. And they finally got wise. Oh, this guy isn't really crazy. He's just pretending. So they kicked the crap out of him, beat the snot out of the guy. Afterwards, he had to stand public trial in a marketplace. Yun was small and thin. He was dressed in rags and barefoot. His face deformed from the beatings. Wow, he put it all on the line. The judge said to him, "We will give you one last chance to save your life. If you leave the underground church to join the Three Self-Patriotic Church," which is the blasphemous false church in Israel. If you ever hear the Three Self-Patriotic Church, it's the church that's watered the Bible down. They don't talk about the resurrection of Christ. It's nonsense. It's a fake, false, apostate church is what it is. "We will make you one of its leaders." Yun remained silent. He knew the government church worked closely with communists and often turned house church Christians in to be imprisoned or beaten. The judge brought in a doctor and said to him sarcastically, "I will heal your dumbness." The doctor forced needles under Yun's fingernails. When Yun passed out, the police walked on his body saying, "Your stubbornness led to this." Man, they're putting this guy through. I told you, this is a tough book. He was brought back to his cell while other prisoners urinated on him. Man, I told you, tough book. His only treasure was a tin cup on which he had painted a cross. This was thrown in the toilet. Weeping, he fished it out and pressed it to his heart. Yun fasted often, praying for the Chinese churches, his fellow inmates, and himself. He was finally released after 10 years, still strong in the faith and refusing any compromise with the world or with the government-supported churches. Man, 10 years he put up with this stuff. Man, it shames me how weak I am. It does. I'm not condemning myself, but, man. This is a quote from the Apostle Paul. "This is why I am suffering here in prison. But I am not ashamed of it, for I know the one in whom I trust, and I am sure that he is able to guard what I have entrusted to him until the day of his return." Paul the Apostle, beheaded in Rome, AD 65. That's 2 Timothy 1:12. Nuts for Jesus, crazy for Jesus. Yun. Wow. What an example for all of us. Love you, can't get enough of you. Again, I gave you the heads up, and you saw in this book, there's some of our brothers and sisters are going through horrific abuse around the world. We need to pray constantly for you. For Hebrews 13, I think it says that pray for them as if you yourself were in chains. We should pray for them as if we ourselves are in chains. Absolutely. Love you, can't get enough of you. I'm hoping to get a poem out tonight. I don't know if I've got one ready. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Love you.